You know, sometimes I look at early America and something just doesn't add up. We're told this was a newborn nation, struggling, untrained, learning everything from scratch. In 1790, the United States had only 3.9 million people, about the size of a medium city today. Most lived in wooden houses, dirt roads, no industry, no architectural legacy. US Census. And yet, within a few decades, America is suddenly building like Rome had been reborn. Marble columns, grand domes, palaces for government buildings. How does a country go from log cabins to architecture that looks like a civilization with 500 years of stonecraft experience? If this story was about a poor family becoming rich overnight, we would ask questions. But because it's history, we're told to smile and move on. Maybe we shouldn't. The US Capitol is treated like a national treasure, and it is. But look at it with honest eyes, and you'll feel what I mean. Construction begins in 1793. The country is barely out of diapers. The chosen architect, William Thornton, a doctor, not a trained architect. He draws a design inspired by the Louvre and Pantheon, and Congress just says, yeah, we'll build that, US Capitol Historical Society. The dome we see today wasn't finished until 1866, during the Civil War era, made of 4,041 tons of cast iron, lifted over 88 meters high. And somehow, the clearest photos we have are the aftershots. No scaffolding images, no construction process of raising a 4,000-ton iron dome in the 1860s. We get paintings and a few staged photos of men posing with hammers. It's almost like someone forgot to document the hardest part. If a brand new country, at war, broke, managed to build a world-class dome out of iron, either they were architectural prodigies, or they inherited something they don't want to explain. Now this one truly bothers me. Philadelphia City Hall, completed in 1901, was the tallest building in the world at the time. Not a steel skyscraper, a 548-foot tall, 167 meters stone tower. The largest masonry building in the world. 17 million cubic feet of stone, over 700 rooms, decorated with 250-plus sculptures. Phila.gov archives. Explain to me, how do you lift that much stone 30 stories high with 1800s tech? Where are the machines, the pulleys, the detailed construction images? We have a few photos, but not enough to show the how. A stone building taller than most structures today, built at a time when most Americans still heated homes with fireplaces. Doesn't it feel like someone handed them the blueprint? In the quiet hills of North Carolina stands a French chateau, because apparently America felt like building a castle too. Biltmore Estate, built between 1889 and 1895, just 6 years. 175,000 square feet, 16,258 square meters, 250 rooms, 43 bathrooms, more than many towns had plumbing for at the time. Biltmore House official archives. George Vanderbilt was wealthy, sure, but money doesn't magically create skill, labor, or European craftsmanship in the middle of Appalachia. Bringing limestone, marble, carved wood, artisans, glasswork, steel to a remote mountain area in the 1880s would have been a logistical nightmare. Yet it rises. Perfect, symmetrical, complete. Like it was already there, and someone just turned the lights back on. It's funny, when a story in history doesn't make sense, they always say the same thing. They were just very determined. In 1913, New York unveils the Woolworth Building, the Cathedral of Commerce. Height, 792 feet, 241 meters. Construction time, just 3 years. Architect Cass Gilbert, NYC landmarks preservation, neo-Gothic perfection, but vertical. Flying buttresses, vaulted details, tracery, the kind you'd see on a 12th century cathedral, not on an office tower built by a guy who sold cheap goods for 5 cents. Frank Woolworth paid $13.5 million in cash to build a Gothic skyscraper. Think about it. Gothic architecture took centuries in Europe. Suddenly, in America, replicated at skyscraper scale in 3 years. It feels less like innovation and more like someone pressed copy, stretch, paste. Have you noticed something strange? Travel across the US, and you'll see the same building again and again. State capitals from 1880 to 1910 all look cloned. Golden domes, Corinthian columns, marble stairs. Montana, Colorado, Kansas, Kentucky, Rhode Island. It's like someone handed America a template pack. And here's the part that feels off. Many of these states were financially weak post-Civil War. Schools and hospitals underfunded, but somehow Beaux-Arts capitals pop up everywhere. According to state records, many used local architects. Yet the designs match ancient European geometry too precisely to be coincidence. This wasn't style. This looks like standardization. When the story repeats across multiple states, it stops being a story and starts looking like a script. If America was truly building from scratch, why does it feel like it started at chapter 10? These buildings don't look like first attempts. They look like continuations, like someone picked up a pen mid-sentence. Maybe America didn't learn these skills. Maybe it remembered them. Or maybe whoever built the first generation of these structures is not the same group who wrote the history books. All I'm saying is, if a newborn nation builds like an ancient empire, the timeline deserves a second look. Because history shouldn't fear questions unless it has something to hide.